Just gonna do a quick video on just some influential players on Deadman mode who I think are basically worth a mention. Now, some of them I just find personally influential, but some of them are actually influential, and we'll also be talking I think about some clans as well. Now, one of the first people I'll talk about, who I'm not sure if he's still on my friends list or if I just... oh yeah, there he is. Now, he's made a hell of a lot of videos on Deadman mode. Probably more videos than anyone else on Deadman mode. And that is when I can find him. Where the fuck is he? Mr. 99 Skills. If you are a regular Deadman player, you've no doubt heard of this guy here, Mr. 99 Skills. But yeah, basically the reason why he's so influential is because he's been making a lot of videos from the start of when he was playing DMM, really. And you know, from the start of that he was influential. A lot of people looked at him as like just, you know, an idiot. Oh, this guy can't PK. And to be honest, he was some idiot who just couldn't PK and seemed like he had no hope in the world. But week on week he would produce new PKing videos, new progress videos and this kind of thing. He then made Doom Clan, which again, they're an influential clan, not just now but in general. So he's an influential player regardless of what level he drops to and such, just because of the connections he's made and the affiliation he has to regular permanent Deadman worlds. Doom Clan itself now, because of him, because of the time that they've invested in that, is maybe the most influential clan now. So it used to be Tartar, but at the moment, yeah, I wouldn't say it is Tartar, not at all, to be honest. Sorry, I'm just trying in my my accounts here. So yeah, Doom Clan is very influential at the moment, mainly because I think they have more numbers. They're one of those clans that are sort of max clan, half max, half raggers, so they're not quite full max like Tartar is, but you know, they've got a combination of max and raggers, and I think they have about 20 to 40 people online when they're online, and when, you know, they're all online. So they're a pretty big clan. They're pretty good at multi-PKing. It's not just that, they've got affiliation with other big clans. So I'll go through the other big clans. The other big clans at the moment are AC, who are sort of influential, but not really. There's CL, which is Cream Lords. Now they're pretty strong, pretty influential. I think they came about actually as kind of a resistance force to Tartar, which I'll mention in a minute. And CL, they're not the big daddies, but they're not the little boys anymore. They're a known clan, and they're a pretty strong clan in Deadman mode. Then, you know, there's AC. AC have got, you know, a few little people around, like I say. There's Mob as well. Mob came about as a kind of resistance clan, but you know, Mob really just died off compared to what they used to be. Though they've still got a hell of a lot of people. Mob aren't as active as they used to be. I'd say DC is probably the most active clan, and then the other influential clan, arguably tied for the most influential clan between Doom, is Tartar. Now, Tartar were the original bad boys of Deadman mode. Everyone was and still is fairly afraid of, well, now people aren't so afraid of Tartar because there are a lot of opposition clans, as I say, against Tartar. You've got Cream Lords, you've got DC, you've got AC, you've got Mob, and actually, you know, DC and Mob could probably take on Tartar these days, and I've seen videos where they have PK'd a few members of Tartar. So yeah, but Tartar were the first clan to basically get all the max gear, all the everything, and to just run Deadman mode. So really, I think they will always have influence in Deadman mode, probably because they were the first setup people, and they know who's loyal by this point, and they know who isn't loyal. So they probably have all kinds of spies, all kinds of secret networks that just no other clan could really achieve right now. Oh my god, someone's selling Russian wives. I need to see that. Need to get me a Russian wife. So yeah, I would say that it's arguable who has the most influence. I mean, Tata have a lot of influence politically, as silly as that sounds, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, they used to have a lot more influence in terms of terrain. You know, they were very dominant in terms of the map, but now you don't see Tata as much. They're not as tough as they used to be. No one's really afraid of them like they were when Tata were first around. So yeah, it really is between DC and Tata. I think honestly now the clans are a lot more evenly numbered, evenly matched out now, which is sort of a good thing and a bad thing, because I mean, it gives regular players a better chance against clans, but it means now if you become a really good player, you can't just join Tata and then never have any problems again. It's not like that. It's now you actually have to yeah, you have to think about what you're doing in order to survive in DMM again, because you can't just join Tata or the dominant clan. I'll give a few mentions of old clans. Anyone who recognises this name, Fannybot69, you guys probably know that I was in DMW clan, which was Deadman Walking. DMW was one of those crappy clans that comes about on DMM every now and then, and you know, basically is another resistance clan, absolutely full of noobs, and they basically become raggers and stay raggers forever. But it was a very fun clan to be in, and actually we started to become fairly high level. Most of us stayed as raggers forever, but we actually took a lot of space in Deadman mode, just because there'd sometimes be 30 to 40 of us online at a time. And yeah, you know, a lot of the maxes, they'd take us in singles, but when we're online and PKing, nobody, and I mean nobody, would ever come into multi, just because it doesn't matter, you know, they're maxes, they got the gear. Nobody wants to take on 30 raggers in multi. No one wants to step straight into that, and for that reason, when we had the balls to have a standoff, we managed to take a lot of space in multi. There was another clan called TSM, which I think is Team Semi-Middle or something like that. I think this spans from clans maybe in regular RuneScape, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, they were a small clan for a while, they lasted a little bit. And yeah, I can't really think of much other than that. I was in a clan called Henjoy clan before, but not really, none of it's really worth mentioning. So now on to more influential people other than just obviously Mr. 99. So a lot of these people are friends of mine. So here is not Yasin, whose actual name is Yasin in real life, right? He's influential in terms of he's a very good PK. Everyone knows it, and he's a very good information source. He is one of the guys who's just on the floor, basically. And yeah, he's quite influential for this. It's very well known. He can hold his own PKing. He can PK in clans. He's a beast of a PK. When I see his name pop online, sometimes I just say shit like, yeah, have you PK'd much today? Because I know he's just probably out PKing. And yeah, his switches are perfect, so he's quite influential there. The members of Tata, the higher members like Carl, were very, very influential here on Deadman mode, just because obviously they held so much structural power in Tata, but also because just in general a lot of these people were extremely good PKers. Another good PKer on here, probably the best or one of the best PKers on here, and this is a name you'll recognise if you've been around Deadman for a long time, is or was Apache. Apache was an absolute animal of a PK. Apache so far I don't think has died on DMM, and is a 126 who used to be constantly PKing. There's obviously people like Undead as well, and the people on the leaderboard are all quite influential. For example, I actually had the name of on this account. You know, it's called HH Madness now, but if you see my old videos, you'll notice that I had the name of Quickly Lure, and that was actually in tribute to Slowly Lure, who is, I think he's number 2 or number 3 on the leaderboard at this point. And the thing about Slowly Lure is he's not influential now because you don't really see him. I think he's just grinding XP and he doesn't really PK anymore. But back in the days when I was a noob and I was walking around, I got killed so many times by Slowly Lure, so many times, and I'd recognise that name by the 3rd time I got killed by him in the first day of getting PK'd. And I remember getting PK'd by him about 20 or 30 times, and you know what I'm thinking is, you know, if I got PK'd by him that many times, me, just one single noob, imagine how many noobs actually got PK'd by him. And I remember seeing a video of him, of people celebrating his death. Oh no, I think I was actually in game. I think it was in the prayer altar here in Varrock or something like that. And people were all celebrating his death, probably because he killed so many people. I mean, a lot of people take digs at Slowly Lure and say he's shit and this, that and the other, but honestly, he was a pretty damn good player, and he's a pretty good PKer as well. It's easy for you guys to say, no, he's not, he's garbage, I've fought him, this, that and the other, but let's be honest, he's pretty good at this game, man. Why else would you think he's on the leaderboard? And then there's also that one, what's his name? Oh yeah, Swedish Prick. Probably everyone on this server knows who Swedish Prick is and can agree that he's a pretty good PKer, and that when you're a noob, and even now in Max, it's pretty scary to see Swedish Prick about. He's basically the kind of guy in you know, full Max. I think he's the kind of guy who PK in armadillos and shit like that. How much have I got? Oh sorry, I've just got to sell these. But yeah, I remember him killing so many noobs, just over and over and over again. And yeah, just actually killing a lot of good players as well. So I'd say he was probably an influential player at the start of Deadman, you know, when people were first getting dropped by each other. He was one of the influential players. Oh, what's his name? There was a guy who wrecked me a few times. There's a lot more influential players on this. I know that Rot used to play this, and Rot were probably the most influential clan on this when they're actually playing, but I don't want to mention Rot. I know I have to. I don't want to mention them because they're quite well known for DDoSing. And also because they don't need a mention. They're pretty much the dominant clan of old school RuneScape in general, so it kind of goes without saying that if they want to dominate this, they can. So yeah, that's pretty well it for here. I mean, who else is? I mean, there's Queen of DMM, there's Sleepy as fuck. Starry Sober was actually pretty influential here. County GP. Yeah, there's a lot of people. Lusassel, a lot of people know Lusassel. Ah, actually, I know someone who's not a PK who's quite influential, and that would be Ray of Light, who actually used to be called Reiki, for your information. And also Pesca. I don't know what his name is now, but basically Ray of Light slash Reiki was and is just someone who helps noobs, someone who gives noobs free stuff. You know, she helps me out when I need items. She is basically the G for noobs, so she probably has a lot of influence there as well. And yeah, Pesca was a guy who had a level 3 skiller account, and I think that he was the first person to get 200 million fletching and something else as well. And I think he's number 1 for fletching still. And now he's not that influential, but at the time when he first started, he just held so many items. Yeah, I'd have said he was an influential player back at the time. Anyway, I don't really have much more to cover. In reality, you know who the influential players are. The influential players are the people who can either PK or have a lot of alt spies, or are extreme skillers and have a lot of supplies. Those are the influential players, and the influential clans are the ones who can hold down supply routes, or who can PK en masse, or who can PK well in singles, such as Tata, for example. You know, we all know this. I was just giving some specific examples and a few shoutouts. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time. Peace out.